This video is about CELPIP writing task 2. Let me start with something uncomfortable. Most candidates fail task 2 not because their English is weak, but because they don't understand what the task actually wants. Sometimes they write too general, too abstract, too academic, too emotional, or they forget to clearly choose an option. So, task two is about clear choice, convincing reasoning, realistic support, logical organization, and control tone. If task one tests professionalism, task two tests decision making clarity. Got it? So you're responding to a survey question. That means you must choose one option, right? And you must explain why. You must compare it to the other option. And you have to be sound in a very natural way, not like a university essay. The audience is usually a company manager or a city council, a school board or an advisory board, a community group, right? So here you're not writing a thesis paper. You're writing a thoughtful, persuasive response. Here is an example prompt. Your company is considering two options to improve employee satisfaction. Option A, provide employees with a 4-day work week, longer daily hours. And option B, maintain the current 5-day schedule but allow employees to work remotely 3 days per week. Here, which option do you prefer? And you need to explain your reasons. This is classic self-pip task 2 territory. Okay? Remember, for level 9 plus structure, you have to follow the points that I'm going to tell. If you want, you can just take a notepad and a pen and make a note of it. It's very simple. The first paragraph should be with a clear choice and position. And your second paragraph should be with reason 1 and specific example. And paragraph 3 should be with your reason 2 and specific example. And if you can give a brief comparison too in the third paragraph. And finally, conclusion. Try to reinforce the choice confidently. That's it. No introduction fluff. No, like in today's modern society, so and so, no academic filler. Got it? So let's write something realistic, persuasive, and high scoring. So here is my response. I strongly support maintaining the current 5-day schedule while allowing employees to work remotely 3 days per week. This approach offers flexibility without increasing physical or mental exhaustion. Firstly, remote work significantly reduces commuting time, which can easily consume 2 hours per day in large cities. For many employees, this reclaimed time can be used for exercise, family responsibilities, or simply resting, all of which directly improve morale and productivity. In my previous role, when our department adopted a hybrid model, overall project completion rates improved because employees were less stressed and more focused during working hours. Secondly, a 4-day work week with extended daily hours may initially seem attractive, but working 10 hours days but working 10-hour days can lead to burnout. Prolonged screen time and limited daily downtime may negatively affect both physical health and long term efficiency. In contrast, remote flexibility maintains a balanced workload while offering autonomy. For these reasons, I believe a hybrid work arrangement could enhance satisfaction more sustainably than compressing the work week into longer days. So, this is the response that I have given. If you want, you can just pause the video and try to read it, understand, and also if you want to enhance the response, you can do it. Okay, now let's dissect it like examiners. If you see the first one, the first paragraph, I told you, right? Clear position. If you notice here, I have mentioned I strongly support. No hesitation, no vague language like I think, maybe, no. So here, confidence improves clarity. Remember that. And the second one, specific realistic support. Instead of it saves time, we wrote here 2 hours per day in large cities, right? So and so. And instead of it improves productivity, We have mentioned project completion rates improved because employees were less stressed and more focused during working hours. So, general or a common effect will not work out here. You have to be very specific on the consequences or how does it affect, okay? And the third one, comparison. This is very crucial. Many candidates they forget to compare. So here we have addressed why option B is good, and we have also mentioned why option A may cause burnout, right? So this shows critical thinking. And the fourth important thing is tone. Okay, if you see the entire thing, it's not too emotional and it's not academic thing. And if you notice very carefully, it's not casual too. It sounds like a professional employee giving the input, right? So that's exactly what CELPIP wants. Got it? Now, let me tell you some of the common mistakes that kill your scores. Don't write task 2 as an IELTS style essay. Say, for example, in today's globalized world, so and so. No, instant signal you memorized structure and not choosing the words clearly. If you're saying like both options have advantages, no, don't be very diplomatic. Just try to choose one. And being too abstract, like if you are saying like it improves society, it's like too broad, right? Try to stay contextual. And if you're not giving any examples, then that can also lower your score. Even one realistic scenario that will boost your score significantly. So try to provide examples and a brief comparison too. And writing in point form, never do that. Okay. So here are some of the advanced strategies. So I call it as a real world anchor. Level 9 writers don't just explain, they anchor. They anchor the argument in personal experience and workplace reality. They try to connect with the real world experience, okay? And they also provide concrete situations, plausible consequences. So here, not statistics, not research, not academic references. So this is not a research paper. Please keep that in your mind. Now, I'm just going to give you a little harder prompt. Imagine this. Your city is deciding whether to invest more funding in public libraries or build new recreational sports facilities. Which should be prioritized? So, this requires community awareness, broader reasoning, comparison, balanced tone. So, if you can handle abstract community decisions with clarity, then you are moving into level 10 to 12 territory. Okay. And of course, with the time management, so you can choose 4 to 5 minutes for your planning and try to have the site immediately. You have to select your site immediately. You cannot take more longer time to choose which side I should go. Okay. And you can brainstorm 3 reasons. Try to pick the best two, and then you can think of one example per reason. Allocate 18 to 19 minutes for writing and of course 3 minutes for editing. So when you are editing, you have to be very careful with all these prompts. Did I clearly choose, your option, and did I compare it carefully? If you have used any repeated vocabulary, that also you can check it. And remember the word count between 170 to 200, not more than that or not very less than that. And the important thing, the tone appropriateness, that also you have to check it out for. And editing here, of course, it's non-negotiable. Definitely keep few minutes for your editing. Okay. And remember, here is a psychological secret. Task 2 rewards writers who sound decisive, who stay focused, and who avoids drama, and who use controlled persuasion. Okay, so it's not about sounding brilliant, it's about sounding reasonable and competent. So you have to stop asking, how do I impress the examiner? Never do that. You have to start ask yourself, if I were giving this opinion in a professional meeting or a professional setting, would I sound logical and balanced? If yes, then you're in a higher level territory. If you sound memorized, then you drop. That's all for today's video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more self-help tips. See you in the next video. Bye bye.